Hello everyone, Tasha from the Square Agency here. I can't believe it is that time of year again. If you are within the Squarespace world or you have a Squarespace website, you should know that every single year, Squarespace releases an annual refresh. Last week, they just released their Refresh 2024, and it's basically like a year in review for Squarespace. Of course, throughout the whole year, they release so many amazing features, tools, and updates to existing products. And sometimes some of these things can go under the radar. So looking at the refresh is actually a great way to familiarize yourself with all of the latest features and capabilities from Squarespace. But it's also, if you are a designer, it's a great resource to have a peek and look at what is to come for next year. So looking at the refresh of 2024, there's a huge emphasis on AI-driven design tools to enhance business solutions. There's a whole lot of categories here. So to do them all justice and to give you a proper review of each new feature or updated feature, I'm going to split this up into multiple different videos. So in this video, we are only going to be covering design intelligence. Stay tuned for the other videos and let me know if there's something that you would like me to go in depth on. So design intelligence. This is Squarespace's AI, and Squarespace introduces it here as the next evolution of Squarespace Blueprint AI, transform basic information into a fully bespoke website populated with curated content based on your unique profile. I'm going to show you how this works, but you can basically create your own Squarespace template to use as a starting point when you are developing a website from scratch. And Blueprint AI helps you do that in a matter of seconds, honestly. We also have updates in site themes, so brand new site theme styles, which I'll take you through, layout switcher, and then we'll move into brand identity and AI descriptions and template previews. To show you all of these tools in action, we're just going to start fresh on Squarespace. So I'm going to go get started, and Squarespace is going to ask you about your business. So what category best suits your business? I'm going to go with consulting. What is your primary goals or objectives with the website? So let's say I want to sell on-demand videos. I want to get appointments. I want to sell services. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Oh, and publish a blog. Okay. Now you're given the option to browse pre-made templates from Squarespace and then customize them from there. Or we can start with Build with AI, which is Blueprint AI. So Blueprint AI is not completely new. It was launched last year, but it has improved and grown so much. It was quite basic when it just launched, and it's definitely improved. So let's go with Blueprint AI, a template that's unique to you. Design your homepage, add the pages you need, choose your colors and fonts, generate text and images with AI. So let's start creating our templates. Okay, first up, choose your site title and brand personality. So I said I was in consulting. Let's say I do tech consulting. And brand personality. So each personality has a unique set of colors, fonts, and tone for creating AI-generated content. Having a clear brand personality can help build customer relationships. So we have professional, sophisticated, and then on the left over here, you can see a preview of what a sophisticated piece of copy will look like. So you can play around to see what matches your brand best, but I think I'm going to go with professional. And now we start to build the homepage. So based on what I've already put in to Blueprint AI, it's recommending some key sections that I would need on my homepage. So I'm going to go with all of them. Intro section, service section, appointment section, and then a footer. But I also want a social section and an about section. You'll see that once we add these sections, they already have copy that is generated, images that have been sourced or created with AI, and we also have the option to switch the layouts. This is amazing because so many people who are building their website from scratch for the first time don't know which sections they need, but this already uses everything that you've put in and recommends sections based on what Squarespace knows people need in these types of sections for these types of businesses. Okay, great. So I played around and changed some of the sections. Next up, we have add pages to your website. So it's recommending about, contact, services, appointments, and then shop or course. I'm just going to leave it at what it is right now. And here you can switch through all your pages. And of course, we can change the design once we are in the website. So we can go next. Here we have color palettes, and now we can choose from pre-created color palettes. So based on your brand personality, you can choose a color palette. I quite like the professional because I quite like the white background, even though you can completely customize this once you have your template made. So I'm just going to go with that. And then you can choose custom fonts as well. Great. So now Squarespace is creating my template, and now I have a solid foundation on which I can build and grow my website. So if you are not working with the website designer and you just need a minimal viable product out there, this is a great starting point. Of course, website designers do not use Blueprint AI. We start completely from scratch. But if you are not working with a website designer, then this is a great alternative. So now that we have our template, let's have a look at some of the other features that were mentioned in Refresh, particularly site themes and layout switcher. So site themes, if we were to go into our website site styles, we have a full collection of brand new themes. Typically in the past, we would have font packs, color packs, and button packs, which we still have right now, but they were all independent from one another. Now we have theme packs, which includes fonts, colors, and buttons that all match together. And you can quickly just switch between them to see what style matches your brand best. Great, so I actually think I'm going to switch to sophisticated and then adopt these new styles. And we can save. And then the other feature mentioned within the refresh was layout switcher. So you would have already seen this in your backend, but on the top of every section, we have view layouts and we have alternative layouts that are presented over here. So if you are not quite sure about your section or it doesn't feel right to you, then you can go into view layouts and you can play around with these different layouts. It will keep all of your content, which is great because you don't have to then redesign each section to find a layout that works for you. Great. The next update that we have over here is brand identity. Create a consistent brand voice that's used across all your written content stored in one central hub. Brand identity is such a cool feature that Squarespace launched. I can't remember if it was this year for the first time or if they launched it towards the end of last year, but it's been really cool to use. So if you click / on your keyboard and you search brand identity, you have a brand identity settings section within the back end of your website where you can add in a description of your company with your personality, and it will use this whenever you are generating AI generated content on the front end. So all of your messaging, all of your copy is going to be consistent throughout in your brand tone. So I've just added a quick description in over here. We don't have much room to play with. We only got 400 characters. Maybe in time that will increase because it will be great to put in almost like a company wiki so that whenever you need information or you want to write a blurb about your services, it could pull from that. But for now, this is incredible. And then here's a quick preview of what this looks like. We switched to sophisticated, so I'm going to switch that as well. Great. And now we have a preview of what our copy would typically look like if we use the AI generator on the front end. So I'm going to save that. And other features mentioned within the refresh is AI SEO site descriptions, video descriptions, course descriptions, client documents, which is proposals and invoices in the back end. And of course, we just covered style previews for templates. To show you how brand identity has now taken effect in our website, we're going to generate an SEO site description. So if I go to pages and I go into home, SEO settings, here I can set my SEO site description. So instead of writing one from scratch over here, I'm going to go to AI and it's going to, in a second, generate a proper SEO optimized site description for my business. It says where I operate, what I do, who my clientele is, and yeah, it's perfect. So that can save you so much time in the future. Just to also show you, if you haven't already used any of these features, you can, within any text block as well, use Squarespace AI. So you can click over there, add a quick prompt, So I want a description for my quarterly Insight Digest service, and there it's generating a fully fledged description of my service. You can use this on your service page. You can use this throughout your websites, wherever you mention the service. So we can just do that, and you can then save this copy for your actual service page. So yeah, that is some of Squarespace's design intelligence features. To learn more about design intelligence, you can go up to products and design intelligence over here. I'll also leave a link in the description box below.